we described the full problem on the previous page. So now I am just enlarging the iron carbide diagram. What was the problem was it is a hypoeutectoid, right? So eutectoid is 0.8% carbon. So from 0 to 0.8%, any steel in this region is a hypoeutectoid steel. So if it is 0.25% carbon steel, they did not even have to say hypoeutectoid. 0.25% is something here. So anything less than 0.8% is already a hypo. So even if they had said 0.25% plain carbon steel, excuse me, right? This will be correct, but they are being very correct. 0.25% hypoeutectoid plain carbon steel. So this is eutectoid steel. Eutectoid steel means 0.8% carbon. Any percentage of carbon less than that, any steel in this region is hypoeutectoid. Any steel of having more than 0.8, 0.9, 1, this, that is hypereutectoid plain carbon steel, right? So you have a 0.25% carbon steel or a hypoeutectoid steel of this. It is being cooled from 950 to just below 723, right? Say 950 is here. 950 is here. So you are cooling from here to just below. This is 723 line. 720. So just below it, right here, right? From 950 to just here. So this is the operation, that it is a 0.25% carbon steel. The original material W0, original material is 0.25% carbon, and it is being cooled from 950 to just below 7. So at this temperature, it is all austenite, and once it goes below 723, it becomes ferrite and cementite, alpha plus iron carbide, right? So austenite, and finally it is this. Now the question was that how much pro-eutectoid ferrite is there, how much eutectoid ferrite is there, and how much eutectoid cementite is there, right? So I will try to explain it to you. I have done that in the lecture very much, but I'll again do that if there is any point here, it is all austenite, gamma, it is all gamma. You cool, it is all gamma. Once it hits here, this line, then this is the alpha and gamma line. It is already gamma. So as soon as you hit this line, some alpha starts to form. When you go below this line, more alpha starts to form. So it was 100% gamma. Now here a little bit of alpha. Here 5% alpha, 10% alpha. The rest is still gamma, right? So some of the gamma keeps on changing into alpha as you go down. So once you are just above 723, there is some alpha and there is some gamma, right? Because this is 723, this is the eutectoid temperature. Above it is pro-eutectoid, right? And below it is all eutectoid. Once it hits, when you are on the temperature line, the temperature above this line is pro-eutectoid. Once you hit this, everything becomes eutectoid. So whatever alpha was formed above 723 is pro-eutectoid alpha. But here, once you come just above it, there is still a lot of gamma. Once you hit this line, 723, all the remaining gamma, what has become alpha is already alpha. Remaining gamma, all of it changes into these two phases, alpha plus cementite. So some alpha is formed above 723. That alpha is pro-eutectoid alpha. Some alpha is formed once it hits the line, that is eutectoid alpha. So pro-eutectoid ferrite, eutectoid ferrite. Of course, cementite is formed only once it touches this line. So all the cementite is eutectoid cementite. So once you have touched this line, and now you keep on cooling, does not matter whether you are here or here or here, the composition remains the same. After hitting this line, the composition remains the same. What is the composition? It has some pro-eutectoid ferrite, some eutectoid ferrite, and some eutectoid cementite. So this is the process. And this equation you remember, that now there is some ferrite here and some ferrite here. This is pro-eutectoid ferrite. This is, so there is total ferrite. Total ferrite is weight percent pro-eutectoid ferrite and weight percent eutectoid ferrite. This you remember, right? This, if it is ferrite, it is like this. If it is alpha beta, then it will be pro-eutectoid alpha. eutectoid alpha, eutectoid beta. So total of any, total of alpha or total of ferrite, call it whatever, total ferrite is pro eutectoid ferrite plus eutectoid ferrite, isn't it? So what is your technique? What is your technique? Because W naught is somewhere here, right? W naught is somewhere here, and you know it is 0.25. So you draw a line, vertical line. Just above, draw a horizontal line. Just above this, draw a horizontal line. So it is almost 723, but just above. At the extreme left, there is alpha. At the extreme left, there is alpha at 0.02% carbon. At the extreme right, you have gamma at 0.8%. So this tie line just above 723, this tie line just above 723, on the left is alpha 0.2% carbon. On the right is gamma 0.8% carbon. In the middle is 0.25% carbon, right? So this is your tie line. If you have a tie line, then lever rule and everything is very simple, right? So there is a tie line, draw a horizontal line. On the left, alpha 0.02%. In the middle, 0.25% carbon, W naught. And on the right, gamma 0.8% carbon. So from there, a line just above it, find the alpha. There is alpha here, W naught here, gamma here. So by lever rule, if you have to find alpha, go to the other side, right? This right temperature, right composition minus the middle one upon the right minus the total, right? This is alpha, this is W naught, this is gamma. So gamma minus W naught upon gamma minus alpha. This is the weight percent pro eutectoid ferrite, weight percent alpha, right? And once you come just below this line, now this line is going all the way here, right? This is a big difference. Just below this line, the left tie line is still at 0.02, the middle is still at 0.25, but the right is now at cementite. So the horizontal line on the left is alpha 0.02%, in the middle is W naught 0.25%, on the right is cementite Fe3C at 6.67%. So you again have a tie line, and from that tie line, if you want to find cementite this time, go to the other side, W naught minus alpha upon cementite minus alpha, right? So if you know the process, then this much, whatever I was just saying and explaining, this is very clear. Every problem that you have to do on a phase diagram, draw a vertical line on the composition, draw a horizontal line on the temperature. That's it. And then on the horizontal line, which becomes your tie line, draw that tie line, a horizontal line separately, and write there alpha, W naught, gamma, and so on, and then apply the lever rule. And remember, lever rule is always opposite. If you are finding the left side, you go to the right side of the diagram. If you are finding the right one, go to the left side of the diagram, and that is it. Then you are done. So let us proceed. Now, you are just above. So if you are just above, right, this is just below. This is the temperature just below 723, right? So on the left is alpha. Sorry for this overlap. On the left is alpha 0.02%. In the middle is 0.25%. And on the right, there is cementite 6.67%. But the diagram above, just above that, is alpha here, 0.25 here, and this right side is gamma. Right side is gamma at 0.8%, right? So you have two of these lines, right? So suppose forget about this one. On the left is alpha 0.02, in the middle is 0.25% carbon W naught, on the right is gamma 0.8%. So from there, this is the answer. Weight percent pro eutectoid ferrite. If your ferrite is alpha, so you go to the other side. So this is 0.8 minus 0.25. Upon total, 0.8 minus 0.02, right? So this is the weight percent pro eutectoid ferrite. And then you go below this line, below the line. So now it is this one. So now here will be total ferrite. But again, alpha is here, to go to the other side. So total ferrite is 6.67 minus 0.25 upon 6.67 minus 0.02. So this is total ferrite. And cementite is just cementite. Call it total cementite, call it eutectoid cementite. It is just there because above the temperature, cementite is not formed. Cementite is formed once you hit the temperature line. So call it total cementite, call it eutectoid cementite, it is the same thing. So for cementite, cementite is on the right. So go to the left side. 0.25 minus 0.02 upon 6.67 minus 0.02. Right? So this is the weight percent or mass fraction of eutectoid cementite or total cementite, whatever is the answer. Whatever is the answer. This is the weight percent or mass fraction of total ferrite, which is this. Now this is total ferrite, this is pro-eutectoid ferrite. So this minus this is the eutectoid, right? So eutectoid is total minus pro-eutectoid, and you find it. And of course cementite is the same, total or eutectoid is the same. So these two are the answers. Numerically, whatever may be your answer and my answer in one decimal place can be different, but otherwise they can't be different, because here you don't have to read from the, you see, if it was some other place, then you will have to cut the solidus or liquidus line and draw another vertical line and read roughly that it is 6.5 or 6.4. Here the points are 100% clear. When you are exactly on 723, just above it or just below it, then 0.02% on the left is definite, 0.8% here is definite, 6.67. So here you don't have to roughly read. Here the compositions are exact, right? This 0.02, this 0.25, this 6.67 or this 0.8, they are exact. So the answers are very, very exact, right? So I keep on reminding you during the lectures also and so on, that if you have done any one of these phase diagram problems very carefully, draw a vertical line on the original composition, draw a horizontal line on the given temperature. The horizontal line, when it cuts some line on the left side and some line on the right side, this becomes tie line. So here, for example, when you are 723 plus, just above it, then the tie line cuts on the left alpha and on the right gamma. So this is your tie line, right? Just above 723, because that is the temperature, right? Draw a vertical line on 0.25% and draw a horizontal line just above 723. So then you will see that that tie line cuts on the left alpha at 0.02 and on the right it cuts gamma at 0.8 and so on. And as soon as you have the tie line, you can do all the calculations. You know what are the compositions. The composition of alpha is 0.02% carbon. The composition of gamma on this tie line, 723 plus delta T, the composition of gamma on your right, extreme right, is 0.8% carbon. And the composition of the original steel is 0.25% carbon. So the compositions are there. Once the compositions are there, just apply the lever rule. So if you have done any one phase diagram problem with an open mind, with understanding, if you did not understand it one time, repeat my video lecture. But now we have done it once again. Okay. So quiz 3 is solved in complete detail. So this is the end of quiz 3. We will continue the tutorial by solving quiz 4 also, right? So for quiz 3, this is it.